Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome back. Back to make the chat very heretical. The hell facts. What's going on, Dark Mage? All right. So, yesterday I kind of finished up 4 of the models that were going to be on my kill team, and last night I started working on the base. So of course going with a winter themed base because canonically they bring a winter storm with them whenever they go hunting. So everything will be a little frozen. I've got some snow, some dead grass tufts, and I'm trying to work on making some icicles, as you can see, kind of hanging from the bottom of this rock. It's nice to see you nice. Yep. Canonically, make great basing bits for my 1,000 Suns effects. So today, I'm probably going to be doing a lot of work on basing. I also have this, the Rune Priest, who is a bit behind because I didn't start working on him until later. So I'll probably be doing some work for him as well. But pretty much, I'm doing, a light bluish gray for the base color, and then trying to add some areas of ice, and then I'll add some snow and grass tufts as well. So solid reasoning for why he's lagging behind. Yeah. Took a shipping rip. If only shipping was instantaneous, then he'd be with the rest of the guys. Alright, so I watched some videos and a lot of people were like sanding gloss varnish to make ice on bases. So that's currently what I'm doing. It's a little bit hard to do because because the models are like on the base and stuff already. This is one of those times where I wish I had done the sub-assembly of them not being on the base. Essentially, you put down a layer of gloss varnish, then you sand it and like scratch it up, and then you put down another layer of gloss varnish, and then sand and mark it up, and then you put down another layer. Teleportation for shipping service, but you have to roll a scatter dice? No! Not the scatter dice! It's not showing up very well. I'm gonna use my X-Acto knife here, my hobby knife. See if that'll work better. Okay. Well, I scratched that one up pretty good. The real issue is this leader's base, actually. Leader's base is being a big pain. I think I'm gonna add more icicles. These were kind of like my test icicles. I think I'm gonna put some more like over here and over here. They're a lot, they need to be a lot smaller. Like when so what I'm doing is, if I can find it. A little plastic. Oh, here it is. I'm taking actually the blister pack from the body from my rune priest. Kind of cut up the clear plastic and then use some Vallejo water texture to kind of make it a little more, uneven, make it a little more cylindrical, and kind of stick it to the rock. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was using a toothpick, but it's still kind of hard because my fingers are so big. Maybe I'll try using tweezers here. Use tweezers to hold the toothpick that has the sandpaper wrapped around it. Actually.
Second.
It's kind of memeing, but this is far and away the best so far. My goodness. You used 100% of my brain for that solution. Facts. Modern problems require modern solutions. My goodness. Alright, so we got some scratches, some like particulate buildup. And I'm gonna come in with some more gloss varnish here. I'm impressed, to be honest. Yeah, it's sometimes you gotta think outside the box, Or you could just sub-assembly the base, which is usually what I do. And I just need to have done that, is the answer. Alright, so another layer of gloss varnish over top to kind of lock in the scratches. We're also trying to build some depth, because you can see like the layers of ice and the scratches and cracks like deep within the ice. That's kind of what we're trying to replicate here with the layers of gloss varnish and the sanding. before, I've done ice before, but I used Vallejo's still water, which is like an acrylic, clear, fake water. And it was pretty good. The thing though is it takes 24 hours about to like fully set. Which is not fun, honestly. It means that when you're kind of doing the multiple, if you're trying to like layer upon layer with the scratches and stuff, it takes forever. It just takes days. Is that what I used on Mr. Pumpkin Halloween Head? Yes. Let's see some good examples. It usually works pretty well. Yeah, here's actually some Kurnoth Hunters that I did with the Vallejo's still water. I made like little creeks that they're jumping over. It works pretty well, especially in combination with the water texture. Yeah, you just kind of build up like a divot. You have to like seal off the edges and stuff, and then you pour in the still water, and then yeah, you can build up some water texture. The big thing though is you have to lock it in with like gloss varnish, otherwise it starts to like frost up, and I'm really not sure why it does that. And actually, here's my Drycha, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about with the like. Actually, since I have the gloss varnish out, I'll do this right now. Okay. Did you ever end up using the balls to simulate bubbles in the water? I did. I used it on my I'll go get that model. I used it on my cauldron. Oh. I think if it was, I think the water needs to be a little bit deeper. But otherwise, I think it turned out pretty good. Especially for a first try. Let me put a little bit of gloss varnish on the base.
There's a quote from one of my English teachers at Lord Mary.
Yeah, Sylvaneth, I did a lot of stuff with like water texture and stuff.
That's something I always look for.
And Vallejo Stillwater works pretty good. Again, my biggest gripe is that it takes absolutely forever.
I'm just gonna keep going. I'll figure these things out as you go, right? And you just continue to build that way. So I try to live by that all the time.
Rest of the end.
Rest of the day.
And then, yeah, there's the weird frosting effect. But like I said, it's not really a problem if you just put a gloss varnish over when you're done. Okay. We love experimental stuff. The fags. It's always a good time to try out some new hobby techniques. Like the old sandpaper on a toothpick with tweezers to sand your ice. Alright, well that's setting. I'm gonna start kind of highlighting the rest of the bases. I'm kind of just going with like just brown, like just gray. I don't know. A little bit of blue in there, but mostly just gray. For kind of a cold, rocky environment. Hey, what's up, Juru? How's it going? Do I want to go Chaos Knights or Emperor's Children? Ooh. But I can't afford both. I agree. Not for the same reasons, but because I'm biased and I like Chaos Knights. I think you should go Chaos Knights. Plus, I think I really like the really big models from a hobby perspective, because there's it gives you a lot of room to do stuff, just since it's such a big model. There's like physically more room to have fun. Picked up some AK bark basing. Nice. How is that? I need to find some better, like, bark basing. When I finally feel productive, I'll let you know how it goes. Yeah, thanks. I've never actually painted pink, but I was planning on going the 30k theme with the purple. Nice. Yeah, I definitely really like the Horus Heresy Emperor's Children. That's a great scheme. The white and gold theme is great as well. But I'm so bad at painting white. Yeah, white is definitely difficult. For sure. With the clear water basing stuff, could you mix it with a lighter blue and white? I'm just going mental with my ideas. That could be cool. I've never tried mixing paint in with the still water. I would probably try mixing it with the water texture first. Since the water texture, I'll kind of show you. This, because the still water is like a full liquid, right? Whereas the still water is like a gel. So this would be much easier to like shape into whitewater rapids or like water thrashing about. Plus, this is a lifetime supply. I've had this water texture for 5 years, and this is how much I've used. So I honestly don't think I will ever run out of water texture. Ever. So, I don't remember how much I bought this for, but I'm sure it was like, I'm sure it was like 10 to 20 bucks. Like if I had to guess, I don't think it was that expensive. And it's like a lifetime supply. So generally curious, cheaper Knights or EC? Probably Knights. I think Knights are generally the cheaper option, just because of how few models you have to buy. But they are definitely shooting up in price, and it feels like a lot because you're buying one model for like $200, but then it's like, you know, a quarter of your army, and you're like, okay. Yeah, 5 years? Yeah, I've had it for a while. My Knights Army, I got my Knights Army for under 500. Yeah. And definitely like if you can find stuff on eBay, that's generally where I go. Cuz basically if it's not being scalped currently, you can find everything for like 15% off minimum. So that's usually how I get all my stuff. Time to start using that bad boy up. Dude, I'm trying. I'm actively trying, but like, cause it's like, you know, like how much water texture am I using? Like if I'm texturing parts of this base, I'm using like such small amounts of it, that I don't think I'll ever use it up. But we'll see. We'll see, maybe someday. has Space Wolves he's decent with. I'm trying to beat him with Knights. What's the best? Best strategy against Space Wolves? I'm not sure I can help you there. And while I am currently painting Space Wolves, this is for Kill Team. I don't have a whole lot of experience with 40k Space Wolves. Emperor's Children really starts to add up. Fulgrim is 100 and Flawless Blades is... Yeah. Fulgrim is quite expensive. Two flawless units, Marines, for like 200 on eBay. That does sound like a very nice start for sure. Is that the Christmas Battle Force? It's still up on eBay? All in on War Dogs and Hound Pack Lance Detachment, yeah. Yeah, flood the board with super high toughness models. Nobody wants EC. Aw, rip. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a hard box to buy, especially if you like, because if you're not collecting Emperor's Children, it's a very expensive box, right? But if you are already like, if you're an Emperor's Children fan, you probably already bought Fulgrim and Flawless Blades and stuff. So, I guess I can kind of see how that's not being bought up. I guess everyone that wanted to start an Emperor's Children army already did. They expect 6 units. I enter chat with 23 War Dogs. Yeah, let me see. What's my... Not that I have everything built and painted, but my Chaos Knight army... Aw, things went up in price. I'm 15 points over. A Cerastus Knight, a Knight Despoiler. If you're looking at Chaos Knights, especially against Marines, Knight Despoiler with double Gatling cannon. I mean, did I hook up? I did. Nice. Despoiler Gatling cannon. 36 shots, strength 6, AP 2, damage 2. Absolutely shreds Marines. Yeah, for sure. I can definitely pull that over. If you want, though, it's very similar to the Night Rampager that's on the box art for the kit. So if you go to Games Workshop's website and look at the Night Rampager, you should be able to get a pretty good view of the same kind of symbol. But yeah, here it is. So I did, you know, some extra highlighting and stuff to make it a little bit, you know, I think it's a little bit cooler, but yeah. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, no problem. Oh, my camera's freaking out. All right, we're good. I've heard the double Gatling is a menace. It is. It really does. And the thing is, so let me pull that up again. The thing is, if you run it in go. Codex Chaos Knights. There's two places where you can run it where it goes absolutely crazy. One is the Iconoclast Fiefdom, and this is the very specific Grotmist detachment from last year. And what this does is you can sacrifice cultists. Well, first you can bring cultists in the detachment, and then you can sacrifice cultists to give your Chaos Knights lethal hits and sustained hits 1. So with 36 shots, you're rolling all the extra dice, lethal hits, sustained hits. Goes kind of crazy. Infernal Lance lets you do a very similar thing with lethal hits and sustained hits with your diabolic power. And yeah, lethal hits with the Gatling profile goes pretty hard. I run 6 carnivores because I chose Eternal Violence over Fun with Friends. Yeah. Carnivores are great. Stalkers are great. Yeah, there's a lot in the Chaos Knights book that's a lot of fun to run. Yeah, I hacked it up and down every which way to do it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially if you like model, like, you know, reposing and stuff, I would go with Knights. And I would recommend a Cerastus chassis because they are a lot easier. The Cerastus chassis in general is a lot easier to work with, especially with reposability. Alright, I think I've done enough talking to where the layer of gloss varnish is set. We can go back to scratching and sanding. I also run 2 Night Tyrants. Yo. Two Night Tyrants is pretty diabolical. We get our setup of sandpaper over a toothpick. With the tweezers, so that my fat fingers don't get in the way. I do have a Discord. If you'd like to join, !Discord. Excuse me. !Discord should get you the link. Yeah, hailstorm missiles from my Tyrant. Yeah. Purely out of hatred for Death Guard. Yo. Yeah, that sounds like a wild list. 2 Tyrants? Bro. Nice. Death Guard crossed my mind once. Yeah, I'm personally not a big fan of like the Nurgle aesthetic. So that's why I probably will never have any kind of Nurgle or Death Guard. Which did make it a little hard when I was trying to find like inspiration for knights, because there are a lot of people that do Nurgle Chaos Knights. I don't know why that's so popular, but it is. No rod, dirty green and bronze. Yeah, I agree. It gets too rainbowy for me, yeah. I think they really cooked with a lot of the Horus Heresy color schemes. Yeah, I'm trying to think of a Horus Heresy color scheme that I don't like. They're all pretty good. 30k Thousand Suns, yeah. The red is really cool. I guess the salamanders are kind of meh. Like I think I like the 40k salamanders over the 30k ones. Blue and white theme, and it was sharp. Yeah. Alright, I think we're gonna do one more layer of the gloss varnish and scratches, and then I think we'll call it a day. With the ice. If 40k and no therapist, give me a break. Yeah. Yeah. Just wish word bearers were loyalist. Yeah, I think the word bearers are pretty cool. I saw someone painting a word bearer's ancient. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I don't know if I can find it, but wine red, yeah. Yeah, here, I'll pull up kind of what they look like. Let's see, where's a good one? Yeah, here's a good one. Look at that guy. Bro's a beast. I don't know who that creator is, but they went crazy with that one. Called Anointed, or Scriptures Head to Toe. Dial up to 11, yeah. It's cool. Their dreads are so cool. Yeah, I thought that's like a Leviathan Siege Dreadnought, and that one went hard. They really cooked with that design. Alright, I'm gonna do one more level of highlights on the rock. The Saturnine Terminators. Yeah, I think they're okay. I like the Saturnine Dreadnought much more than I like the Saturnine Terminators, but I definitely feel like they're overhated for sure. Might be mini of the year, definitely top 3. The Praetor is definitely amazing. I also like the Praetor a lot more than I like the Terminators, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's like all the the cape and all the extra stuff kind of balances out the shoulder pads, I think, a little bit better. But I definitely like the Praetor a lot more than I like the standard Terminator unit. I think it suits it more because the best chunkiest armors. Yeah. Fitting of his rank. I am also gonna start on the snow here in a little bit. He was on my radar because of Helldrakes. The Seagulls of Death. Yeah, they are such a pain to paint, huh? To be fair, Chaos Knight, like Knights in general, are also kind of a pain to paint for the same reason. There's a lot of trim. Not as much trim as the Helldrakes, but there's a good amount for sure. So just be warned. You will be doing a lot of trim. Alright, I'm going for some like dead grass kind of vibes here. Let's see here. In the snowy tundra. Did I hear someone say trim? Yeah. Thousand Suns? I don't know, which one has more trim? Emperor's Children or Thousand Suns? It might be close, honestly. Because of trim, he sends me photos of him doing it night after night. Yeah. T-Suns, but EC was more annoying. Got it. Yeah, it's a lot of trim for sure. Also, just in general, going pretty light with the grass tufts. It's like sparse, dead vegetation to kind of break up the rocky, snowy landscape here. Everyone gets one though. Gotta have your grass tufts. Let's see, we're in a good place for one. I didn't think anyone. It starts and stops in weird places. Yeah, it has a super like irregular shapes. The nice thing about the trim on Knights is that it's pretty standard. Of course, when you get to Chaos Knights, there's the Chaos like arrows and stuff. I mean, I'll pull my Chaos Knight back out and show you, like this stuff right here is kind of a pain to paint, but a lot easier. Yeah, like this right here, you can kind of see where I messed up and got some gold. I'll have to touch that up. But this right here. But it's definitely better, and the scale helps. Like, it being so big is very helpful. Yeah, go ahead, like, damn, I messed up there. Yeah. Yeah. It's not fun to, like, look at a model that you thought, like, a part of the model that you thought was done and be like, oof. I really messed up there, huh? That's pain. Let's see if I can mix up some snow here. So I have like used this snow before, but I recently saw someone say that you're supposed to mix it in with PVA glue before applying it to the model. So I'm gonna try that. Get out a bowl here. Maybe one that's not got a bunch of stuff in it. I didn't touch that was defeating, yeah. Oof. The question is, what ratio should I add? Like, PVA glue to snow. Let's start with that. Do you know this is a choking hazard? Oh no! No! I spilled my snow. Rip. Luckily, most of it ended up on my chair. Rip. I'll have to vacuum that up later. Alright. Let's see here. Honestly, the biggest issue is that some of it landed on my foot, and now my foot feels weird. Now it's a lifetime supply on the dot effects. Alright, let's see how this goes. Kind of hard to apply. Found a tutorial that looks gorgeous. Yeah, toss it in the Discord. Go for it. I think there's a hobby tips channel, voice channel. Yeah, I don't know. Does this look good? You try and add some more of the snow? That does look pretty awesome. Yeah, I think I need more glue, actually. Not the contrast. Let's see how that looks when it dries. It's not too bad. I do kind of like the stuff where I added some more snow on. Like sprinkled a little bit on afterwards. I think that looks good too. Let me do that over here. It makes it look extra fluffy. Like, we like some extra, some fluffy snow. Has any cool stuff been added to the pile of potential recently? It has not, actually. I've been, actually haven't bought any minis recently, which is a little worrying now that I think about it. Okay. Mr. Responsibility over here. Yeah. That snow did not want to be attached to the base. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this stuff is a little bit harder to work with than I thought it would be. Yeah. Yeah, my last big purchase was actually this box, the Dead Silence box. I still have not painted my 40k lion. I need to get on that for sure. I had a lot of big projects going when I bought him, so I guess this period of not buying things kind of just makes up for when I bought all of this. I spent way too much money in the past. It's the quiet recovery after the storm. I do love to spend points, yeah, facts. I do still have to finish painting Fugan for you. Oh, man. So the grass tufts have that like have like a little bit of adhesive on the bottom, and in the past I was super gluing them on to the base because I didn't trust that adhesive, and then I was like, well, maybe I should just, you know, trust the adhesive. Nah, don't do it. It's bait. Just use super glue. It infuriates me. I just use an old brush. Yeah, I've been trying to use it because it's been really messing up my brushes. And like, you know, I've been using like old brushes, but I still get kind of sad when it like absolutely obliterates my brushes. So he duct tapes them. Oops. I don't know, I wonder if I'm missing like an ingredient, you know? Should I add like water to it? Well, let's try it. We'll mix in some water here. And I'll make a new batch, because I'm sure the PVA glue is also like setting. Which I'm sure is not helping. Oh, that's actually so much better. Adding water was 100% the move. Too bad I figured this out 4 models in. Alright, let's see if I can, like, fix ones I already did. Work a little bit of snow into the grass tufts too. Would I be willing to... Yeah, I can do that. For sure. Been browsing chaos units. Such crazy designs to paint. Yeah, I agree. The chaos does have a lot of crazy designs that looks awesome. Definitely the main reason I have a Chaos Knights army. Yeah, they are a little outdated. I think they need a little bit of a scale update. But not exactly sure how they're gonna go about doing that though. Are so slept on design wise? Yeah, those are pretty cool. Get some more of my magic mixture here. Man, I hope this dries okay. If this looks weird when it dries, I'm gonna be so sad. removed it from cards. Dark Commune is one of my favorites. That's a good one. That's the kill team, right? They have like a couple like ring wraith looking guys. I don't think it's a kill team. Let me real quick look up the kit that you're talking about so I can make sure we're talking about the same kit. Oh yeah, this is it's a kill team. Yeah. I just want a whole army of penny-sized bases. That'd be crazy. AOS Death Guard. AOS Death Guard is very interesting, and they did get a whole new release that looked pretty awesome. Yeah, so the Dark Commune kill team is a combination of this and Accursed Cultists. It's actually pretty cool. Because essentially you get a certain amount of like mutation points per turn. And you know, you have your Dark Commune, and then basically just a bunch of cultists that you continue to mutate until they become like torments and stuff. Kind of like powering up your kill team throughout the game. I didn't know as I bought my pre-built. Yeah, they're really cool models, and it's a very like unique and interesting kill team, which is why I remember it. They went less mutations and more Father's blessings. I ate too much fast food and don't exercise. Yeah. I mean, I like the POC scores. What else did they do? Let's see. Bro, why is it so hard to find their release? go. Here you go. Yeah, I get what you're saying with like the Blight Kings in particular. The Pestigors. Yeah, the stuff that's in the dark from the Warhammer Quest Darkwater box in particular, I think they did a really good job on. I like what they did with the Rot Swords and the Calvary and the Festus model. Lord Festus was cool. Yeah, I agree. Blight Kings. Yeah, I agree. I think the Blight Kings are my least favorite of what they did. Had some really good kit bash material. Is that stuff usable in AOS? Wish they had on Plague Toads. Plague Toads would have been fire. Yeah. Wasn't sure. I thought I saw that you'd be able to use them in AOS, but I'm not sure. You don't think so? No! No! Why would they do that? Why? All I remember is the reveal show having 40 minutes of technical difficulties. Yeah, they did. I don't know what happened, but that reveal show was a mess. That's too funny, actually. They had some like McDonald's Wi-Fi or something that kept ending the stream. It'd be an awesome low-knot bruiser for sure. Yeah, everyone's been painting that guy up, and he looks amazing. They were streaming out of a Panera. Yeah, they really were. Oh man, that was so bad. Gotta get going. Yeah, have a good rest of your week. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time, Dark Mage. Have a good one. Alright, almost done here with the snow. A little bit of a pain to work with, but I think it's looking good so far. The texture is so wonky, I'm always self-conscious about it applying it, yeah. Although, it's starting to, like, turn brown in some places. Which I'm not a fan of. Maybe I'll just apply some white paint to it when I'm done, honestly. Just slap some bold titanium white on it afterwards. For realism on the one with the wolf on it? Yeah, that's too funny. Lamau. Like, I wonder why that's happening. So it's happening on the stuff where I added water. I wonder what this snow is, and if it's like reacting to the water that I put into it. It's a little interesting. Perhaps I'll grab some bold titanium white though. Clear that right up. Water's already dried, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know why it's changing colors then. Well, it's a little weird. Question is it now too white? I guess we'll find out, huh? Alright, hopefully that fixes it. We'll have to see when it dries though. Might require some more touching up. It's a little weird. Gonna hop off too? Sounds good. Yeah, for sure. Have a great rest of your day. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. Alright, I think I'm gonna be hopping off here myself. Yeah, try to do some snow bases. The snow was a little harder to work with, and I had a few issues. So I'm gonna let this set, see how it looks, you know, fully dry, and then I'm gonna come back to it and see what I can do. So yeah, as always, thank you everyone for hanging out. I'll be streaming. I should be streaming again next week, or next weekend. So hopefully I will see you all then. Until next time, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye.